Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Liam. I'm with the company Yard Dog. In this awesome video today, we're gonna walk through why you should stop overreacting to the gas prices in your market. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna break down the exact numbers, the exact calculations as to why you really shouldn't care about it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alrighty, so the reason why gas prices in your business, it can be service business or whatever it is, isn't really that big of a deal. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not the most ideal thing, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm in forums right now, I see people like with Facebook group chats talking about like these fuel surcharges that they're gonna tack onto the invoice. I think that's a terrible idea. I don't think the customer's gonna like it one bit. I think it's completely unnecessary. We're gonna dive into why I believe it's unnecessary, okay? So last year, and this right here is in Alberta, in Canada, we're in Calgary, Alberta. Last year, I looked it up. They're about, between $1.15 to $1.25. So I just did $1.20. This is per liter. This is not per gallon for anyone in the United States that's watching that. Like, wow, that's super cheap. This is per liter. So this year they're up to $1.67. Okay, so do the math. That's about a 40% increase. All right, so yeah, no, it's not great, right? But when we actually look at the overall grand picture of your business and the percentage of revenue that gasoline is, as a function of revenue, it's pretty much negligible. Let me show you why, okay? So we'll keep this in mind right here just for reference. I'm gonna erase this. Okay, perfect. So let's dive deep into like some numbers here. So like last year, our company did a total revenue of 1.2 million. I looked at our P&L, so I was very worried about the gassing at the very start, just like everyone else was. But I actually wanted to do like a dive deep into like the numbers to see, okay, what the facts actually are. So on the P&L, the profit and loss, our gasoline spent last year was $21,000, right? Now, percentage of revenue of gasoline compared to the revenue is only 1.8%, 1.8, so pretty much nothing, right? I feel like some people think it might be 10% or 15%. When I actually look at the numbers, there's only 1.8, okay? So now, what's gonna happen? We gotta spend 40% more on gasoline, right? In that first example. So, I'll just do new percentage of revenue. This is for gasoline. It's gonna be that 1.8 times 40% more. Let's take a look here. Okay, so new percentage of revenue, instead of that 1.8, it's gonna be 2.5%. Okay, so we're gonna go up from this to that, okay? So all that really means is that our prices that we have to do price increases of, we don't need to do 10% or 20% price increases. Just to be able to break even on this extra gasoline expense, we just gotta raise our prices by 0.7%. That's really it. It's like if you're charging, a $300 or $100 job, you just gotta raise it by 0.7. That's $100.70. It's really like that simple. It's not like we gotta raise it from like $100 to $120. It's just a small incremental change. So instead of us talking about like fuel surcharges or 20% price increases, like I understand inflation right now is happening and it's not the best thing for us right now, but we shouldn't be panicking. We shouldn't be like thinking about this for 2 weeks or like what are we gonna do with these gas prices going up 40%? It's not that big of a deal. What we gotta focus on is like things that we can control. How can we increase our close rate? I made a video about that like yesterday. How can we increase our customer conversion rate? Very important. How can we increase our customer retention rate? Those are the things we gotta be focusing on. How can we increase our marketing? The stuff that we can control. Forget about the price increases. Forget about the fuel like surcharges. They do not matter, okay? Let's just revisit the board here. All right, guys, so just a summary here. So just to break even on these fuel prices, they're skyrocketing 40%, but when you actually break it down on your profit and loss, all what you have to do to break even is just raise your prices by that 0.7%. That's it. All right, if you guys want to round up, keep it simple numbers, raise it by 1%, that will more than break even, and there'll be some extra money left over after. Yeah, so not crazy price changes, $300 to $303 or $302. That's all what you gotta do. So re-emphasize, it's nothing to panic about like right now. Stay focused on what's really gonna matter, like your marketing, your customer service, your sales, your close rates. That's the stuff you guys should be worrying about, not panicking, not talking about fuel surcharges for to upsell your customers. Don't worry about any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. You just gotta raise your prices by at least 0.7%. That's literally it. keep in mind too, even if you guys did nothing and you guys already changed your prices like for this year and it's done, it's final, that's completely fine. That might mean that your profit will go down from, maybe 20% to 19.3%. That's not a deal breaker. That shouldn't be a deal breaker. So just, as I said before, don't panic. It's not a very big deal. Keep focused on what's actually gonna matter, your marketing, your sales, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I say every single time, we're brand new to the YouTube game. If you guys could like and subscribe, that really does help us out. We love doing these videos for you. It's probably my favorite part of the day, honestly, is doing these videos. So if you guys do have any more questions, comments, concerns, if you guys want to counter me on my argument right here, feel free to. It's an open conversation. So yeah, thank you guys so much. And for now, until the next video, take care.